What you're seeing here is all of the characters from the Nickelodeon television series CatDog, which aired from 1998 all the way through to 2005, which was 20 years ago. In honor of that, we're gonna go through the entire character selection and examine these particular characters. So stick around, because we're gonna be looking at those characters right about now. Hope you're gonna like it. Yep, that's right, we made it happen. We're bringing you the title characters of CatDog. And yes, this is exactly what the logo looked like. Although I thought it would look better if it looked a lot like the title logo for Airplane. But we're not gonna talk about that dreadful film, we're talking about CatDog for crying out loud, and the two main title characters, that being cat and dog, hence the arrows on the title logo. First, we got Cat, whom in the TV series is voiced by Jim Cummings. Yes, Darkwing Duck himself. But unlike Darkwing Duck, he does not have a French accent. He is described as follows. A marigold cat with brown spots, has a red oval nose, triangular ears, 3 freckles on both his cheeks, and whiskers on both cheeks, and has a full body with his brother dog. The version of Cat you're seeing here does not have any spots. He still has the red oval nose and the triangular ears. And let's not forget, in the Great Parrot Mystery, which aired in 2000, he literally wraps around their parents and flown into the vortex. And has many quotes like, "Terrific," and "My apron!" And also the quote from the as-mentioned Great Parrot Mystery, "Oh, what a guy does for his family." And as you probably already know, he basically gets into fights with Dog, and gets dragged by him as well. Then we get to Dog, who for whatever reason is voiced by Tom freaking Kenny of SpongeBob, or as it was known, Nickelodeon's Lucky Charm. He is also described as follows. A marigold dog with a purple circle nose, a brown spot around his left eye, teeth, and 3 hairs sticking up on top of his head. And he also has a whole body with his brother Cat. The version you're seeing here does not have teeth and does not have any spots. He does have a purple circle nose though. And he chases garbage trucks. Like a lot. Hence this snippet from the opening, where he spots a garbage truck driving across them and chases it. And did I mention that they have a stretchy body? Hence again, a snippet from the opening where they stretch, only for them to whack themselves. So I went ahead and made what could have been their longer body. But don't worry, we don't have the feet and legs in here. And do you know that episode where Dog gets a bigger brain after watching a VHS tape called How to Learn Everything, only for it to get transferred by Cat? Well, during the part where Dog gets a bigger brain, they were separate versions of these two. So here's Cat's body if he was separated, and also Dog's body if he was separated. And basically just an inaccurate fact, cats do not like mice. But in the cartoon, cats do care about mice. I mean, come on, they have Winslow for Christ's sakes. As shown here looking normal, and here with the bugged up eyes. Why? Because it has the same humor as Airplane? I don't get it. Or even better, Airplane 2 the sequel. Look, if there's gonna be a lot of humor in this one, it'll take the 2 Airplane films to get a lot of humor. They were born in Old Up'n'Chuck when they had a father who was a frog and a mother who was a Sasquatch, not a Bigfoot. And they were taken to Nearburg by a vortex, letting go of their parents for better or for worse. Or wicked for good. What the fuck? This is a way more what the fuck moment than Airplane 2! What the fuck? But hey, that's all that we need to know. And that's all it for now, cause CatDog has been examined. What you are now looking at is Winslow, or Winslow Oddfellow, or Winslow T. Oddfellow. I don't know what the T stands for. And this character was voiced by Carlos Alazraqui, who will go on to appear and voice the other characters in Steve Odenkirk's other classic series. Now, I don't have a definitive description, but I did make one up, so just bear with me. He's a blue mouse with teeth, wearing green overalls with red lines and purple shoes. The version you're looking at now does not have teeth, but this time has eyebrows, which he does have when his eyes are bugged up, hence this screenshot from the opening. This version does retain the green color, but it does not have the red lines. The clothing that he has are shorts and straps with gold buttons. Not to mention the shoes, which are black in this version and not purple or brown, as it was originally intended. He's basically some sort of a caretaker or caregiver to the CatDog character after what tragic thing happened during the Great Parrot Mystery. And this character has a New York/Brooklyn accent. I guess Quark must have had a field day with that one. And for the length of Christ's sakes, this character is so important, he had an episode of his own, where he had a completely different outfit, which I think Stiletto might have got a lawsuit for that one. And by the way, on the subject of that episode that I just mentioned, it appeared on the first Rugrats film's home video releases, instead of the one that appeared theatrically before it, which is the only episode in the series to actually have a 16:9 aspect ratio. All the episodes were done in 4:3. I guess the Wicked Witch of the West saw it and basically presented it to Oz.
Nobody in all of Oz. I love fish.
Well, at least it's not Airplane, and that ball dangling shot, priceless. But that's just all that we have to know. I mean, he threw that tennis ball to attract Dog, which led to Cat getting some injuries, hence why he's in bandage mode. And did I mention that he got different attire? Yep, he did. However, he's basically known for behaving and harassing the CatDog character. And in the Brazilian version, his name is completely different, like Airplane before it. And that completely shows you how wicked he is. This thing is a must for all fans of the series, and you should too. And let's not forget, he keeps on saying, "Why are you nuts?" which is pronounced completely differently. However, I cannot find any clips of it, cause finding it is like Cat winning a bunch of balls. And that's basically it for me examining this whole character, because get this, Winslow has now been examined. This is the moment where we meet the bad guy of the CatDog program. May we please bring you Rancid Rabbit. Yep, that's right, this guy. And that character talks like this.
Does my heart good to see you kids eating healthy. I'll go get the bacon grease.
As you just heard from that clip, yes, that character is voiced by Billy freaking West. And he's being described as a green anthropomorphic rabbit with a pink nose, buck teeth, a red bow tie, and a blue suit. I'm not gonna show the text and blur the image for this one because I already know it. And so should you. And get this, the version you're seeing now is exactly the same as his 2D counterpart. Who is he? He was the manager of Taco Depot before he got fired, and even tricks the CatDog character into whatever various things he has, like for example, an all-you-can-eat buffet, which they basically just had enough of it.
But we can't just devour fish, pork, and beef like this! We can't? No!
Yeah, Clarence Overy, you better should have laid off the bad fish like that, otherwise you will die. This character has a notable catchphrase, those being Leaping Lumbago and what? And just to let you know, this character has a green skin. There was a character in a certain franchise that also had a green skin. Well, I guess this rabbit has a wicked similarity, if you will. And that's basically the character right there. It looks exactly the same as the 2D counterpart and everything else. And that's all that we have got for this one because Rancid Rabbit has been examined. Now I know what you're thinking. Excuse me, this is not a character. This is an object. Well, it's related to a character because these are the scissors that were used by Rancid Rabbit in the opening to the series. Don't know why? Here's this part from the opening, where you can clearly see he's cutting up one strip of the road. Now, this scissor has red handles and a silver blade, which is basically like how the actual scissor was. You see here? This is an actual scissor. This is what I actually mean. I mean, it does look very good. I mean, it's got a pink handle and it does have a silver blade, and it actually cuts pretty good. Now I'm going to replicate what was shown in the opening. I basically got a paper strip right here in order to replicate what the road strip was. And I'm gonna cut it with a pair of scissors. Don't believe me? You're gonna see how it looks. Now I'm basically holding this strip right here, and I'm gonna get the scissors, I'm gonna cut it up real close, and... Come on. Dang it. Thank goodness. These scissors are wicked. So we're gonna try it again. And... Aha! I finally did it. Just like what Rancid did in the opening. But do you really want to see it again? Well, here it is again. I have another strip right here. Just imagine that this is the road strip. And here's a scissor, and... Come on. And kablamo! Yep, exactly how it did in the opening. And that's all that we got for this one because Rancid Rabbit's scissors has been examined. You're now looking at Mr. Sunshine, or Cornelius Sunshine as he was called. He's basically a character who is sad all the time and speaks with a monotone, deadpan voice. You wanna know why? Just look at it.
I hate when this happens.
And now you know why. Take that, Leslie Nielsen, you bitch!
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
This character was voiced by Billy West, just like Rancid Rabbit, and he's basically described as... having green skin, wearing gray-brown shorts with no shirt, and has a small patch of red-brown hair on top of his head, and had a human-like head, a once-curled tail, and a pair of yellow eyes with a black pupil. And you know what animal he is? What kind of type of animal he is? Well, do you remember the part where Rancid Rabbit clearly arrests everyone from having a so-and-so license?
No elephant license. No gopher license. No monkey license. No bird license.
But when he gets to Mr. Sunshine, he says this.
And you're under arrest for not having a license.
Well, can you guess what he is? He's a goblin demon pig.
You mean you knew about this the whole time and didn't tell me?
Yep, that's right. A freaking goblin demon pig. And here's an interesting fact. The voice was based on Ben Stein for some reason.
For dry, red eyes, clear eyes is awesome.
My place is here. Sunshine's the name. Garbage is my game. Let's roll.
Now the version of the character you're seeing here is the exact same design as it was originally. And just like Rancid, he also has a green skin. there's another character from a certain franchise that also had green skin. Guess you can tell he should have been Wicked. And let's not forget, he also appeared in the Fetch short. And we can't forget one of those phrases.
Have no fear, Mr. Sunshine is here.
And that's all that we got for this one, because Mr. Sunshine has been examined. These are the Greaser Dogs. Who were they? Cliff, Lube, and Shriek. Yep, these guys. The ones who are always in for the one target. That target? CatDog themselves. We're gonna be looking at 3 of them right now, since they are a trio, like the Zucker-Abraham-Zucker team. I still hate Airplane, and they could have had the nickname of the Wicked Trio. Let's start with Cliff, who was voiced by Tom Kenny, again, Nickelodeon's Lucky Charm, but in a more tough guy manner.
Stop you later, CatDog. It's cat pounding time. Well, if that ain't a coinky-dink, I was just having an urge to give a pounding.
And he's being described as follows. An orange bulldog with red crew cut hair and a red nose, wearing a leather black jacket with a picture of a dead cat on the back of it, with a t-shirt under the jacket, red pants and engineer boots. His attire notably bears resemblance to real-life 1950s Greaser, and also had dark red spots over both his eyes. The version you're seeing here is sorta like that. The jacket's undone, the pants are now short, the belt is added with spikes on it, and has his guts shown, which he did in the original. And yep, he's basically a good-looking tough guy, if you know what I mean. Then we get to Lube, who is voiced by Carlos Alzraqui, who for some reason gets dumber.
I think that guy's talking to you. Hey, anyone up for a game of squirrel basketball? What, we don't stick enough for you?
And of course, he's being described as follows. He has brown hair, a big red nose, a green vest, blue jeans and black shoes, and little black eyes, and a green shirt. Also dog's ears on the left and the right. The version you're seeing here is sort of accurate. He has a blackish blue nose and has a yellow tank top. But did you know that originally he had a completely different look, where he had beady little eyes and a really big hair? And this was the early version of the character ever. Make that an early demo prototype version, if you will. But later on they changed it to the one that we got.
Lube's name is Ignatius. Lube's name is hey. I'm doing something wrong. Hey.
But let's face it, he may be the dumb one. And lastly, we get to Shriek, who is voiced by Maria Bamford. And she is squeaky as fuck.
The only thing worse than a cat is a dog who hangs around with a cat. Oh, so now you think you're too good to snip a dog? Is that it?
Shriek?
What do you want? Turtle breath?
See what I mean about how she's squeaky as fuck?
Oh, what the heck?
She's the one who is described as follows. Oh my fucking god, here we go. A tiny loud poodle with yellow hair, the bottom 2 hairs are her ears. She's the only greaser with a visible tail consisting of fluffy yellow hair at the end of it. She has a reddish-brown heart-shaped nose, a minty comedic art, yellow-green shirt with a red letter S on her shirt, blue jeans and brown boots, and is also has black beady eyes that are normally squinted but occasionally opens them when she's surprised. The version that you saw had additional poodle ears, just like an actual poodle, and the S is a $sign. And the nose is dark blue, not red. The rest of it is exactly the same. And this is the only character in the Greasers lineup that doesn't even care about Cat at all. She only cares about Dog.
I gotta hand it to you, Cliff. You are the roughest and toughest guy in ever.
Told you she would have been a big hitter because her voice is squeaky as all fuck. And you know it. And these are what the Greasers look like now. Yeah, gotta give it to them. They are pretty good.
Time to break up your face!
And they are known for beating, punching, and chasing the CatDog character.
Cliff, leave us alone.
CatDog! First we're gonna catch you!
Then we're gonna pound you.
Then it'll be nap time, followed by cookies and juicy.
And Super Double Mega Yes, they're in the Fetch short as well. And that's all it for this one because the Greaser Dogs have now been examined. So this right here is Eddie, a squirrel character voiced by Dwight Schultz. And his voice is sorta Scottish, but not really.
What you doing, Greasers? Can I play, huh? Grrr, tough, I steal nuts. Oh, baby, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Go ahead, cut me open and see.
He's being described as follows, and oh dear God, this is a long one. A gray squirrel that is a greaser wannabe in red shorts with a dark red belt, red pieces of paper taped on each side of his head just to look like Cliff, a sky blue nose with an X-shaped white bandage on it, a bandage on his left side on his chest, 2 teeth with 1 teeth being deteriorated, 3 freckles on both his cheeks, a frizzy tail, frizzy ears with 1 ear being excessively pierced because he had been bruised up by being thrown around a lot. With a description like that, you can clearly tell he's being wicked. Now the version you're seeing here is exactly the same as the original, hence this screenshot right here, where he's ripping his chest out. And this other screenshot where he's looking a very bit tough. Now there are some questions that need answering. Why does he have bandages on? Why is it with the paper strips? Why is he that a bit crooked? Now the paper strips have been explained because he just wants to be like Cliff. But what about the ears? What about the bandage on the nose? What about the bandage on the chest? What's with everything else? Well, in the more sufferable words of Robert Stack, we may never know. His good side may come from the format of how he became friends with the CatDog character. Of course, we clearly knew he had been partnered up with the CatDog character ever since. But has he ever gotten into his bad boy side? Cause oh yeah, he got into his bad side. Now do you ever think he ever had 2 sides, do you? A good side and a bad side. That's exactly what he has. A good side and a bad side. Kinda like the Wicked Witch of the West?
Nobody in all the walls. No wizard that there is or was.
Come to think of it, now I know why the Osgods wanted to. And so here we are, another character that's actually accurate to the original. Just like Rancid, and now you know why he looks the same. Just not if he has a slightly Scottish accent or not.
Go ahead, cut me open and see.
Yep, we told you so. And so, that is it for this one, because Eddie has now been examined. Here we have Mervis and Dunlap. They are both voiced by John Cassier. Why? Just listen to them.
It's not dangerous, is it?
Quit whining, you big baby. At least we got a job. That's you with my race car, you thief.
Yeah? Well, look who stole my spaceship!
Yeah, I know they're basically enemies and had to fight for each other, but they're basically a friendly duo. I was gonna blur the picture and show the text of the description, but I'm not going to. So I basically knew what they were wearing and what they looked like. Because Dunlap is a weasel, well, a dark blue weasel, a bluish gray weasel with brown hair, yellow shirt, and blue shorts. But sometimes he has a different attire. A Taco Depot attire, if you will. Mervis, on the other hand, wore a green hat or blue hat and has a yellow shirt and green shorts with yellow lines on each side. The version you're seeing on both of them, well, but Dunlap is the same as the original, but Mervis is exactly the same as the original, but the hat's colored purple. Dunlap was the former receptionist of Taco Depot until, for whatever reason, Mr. Depot, on the other hand, decided to give him the manager title after Rancid Rabbit was fired, causing him to break down in tears. I mean, come on, the character is so ridiculous, he even had a mountain named after himself, called Dunlap's Peak. Mervis, on the other hand, is basically a jack of all trades, but apparently one of them is basically a mailman. Just saying. And he did appear in the Fetch short. And not to mention, they were being used by CatDog to make candy, which looked like bubblegum, which for whatever reason caused them to turn bald. I guess the trailer for Airplane 2, the sequel, sort of lied to us this whole time.
It will grow hair on bald men.
Liar! But they do look wicked while making it. And that's basically it for this one because Mervis and Dunlap, well, these two, has been examined. What you're seeing here is Mr. Depot, who is the owner of Taco Depot, hence the statue that's outside of the building. And he looked a lot like this. And he's voiced by Carlos Rocky again, but this time even louder.
What's going on here? Hey, well, Mr. Depot, what an unexpected pleasure.
You see what I mean? He's louder than Wicked. I'm not gonna blur the picture, nor am I gonna show any of the text, but yes, he's an advert promoted by Taco with tomato eyes and brows and a red eggplant-like nose but thinner and a purple tie with green arms and green legs. This was the one who fired Rancid because CatDog messed up the area. And he calls him his boss.
You're making a mess. My boss.
So how did he fire him? Well, just take a look.
This place is a pigsty! You call yourself a manager? Look at ya!
That's right, he tore Rancid's manager tag off. And what did he do? He gives it to Dunlap.
You're eating all my profits! Here, kid. You're the new manager.
Yes, sir! You're, taco-ness?
Now the version you're seeing here is exactly the same as the one from the cartoon. Yep, that's basically all I'm saying. It's no wonder why CatDog had to hijack the area. Like, what is this, airplane? But that's all it for this one because Mr. Depot has been examined. Lumos. I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. Yep, that's right. This is the ball from Fetch. Now I know what you're wondering. This is not a character. It's just a tennis ball. Well, if you've been watching the Fetch short, the ball is kind of a character. He just basically bounces around. Not only that, Winslow basically just juggles on it. And that's basically what it was all about. I mean, come on. Cat's trying to ring the number for the radio station.
I can still make it! This is Cat! Tell me I'm not too late, please!
Congratulations, Cat. Today's your lucky day.
Now I don't want to blur the image, nor am I gonna show the text, but yes, it is a tennis ball. And even though Dog wanted to chase it, Cat's trying to ring the phone, and guess what? Everyone wants it, just like the caves of Androzani. So yes, it is a thing, and it is there. And yes, it's in 16:9, the only episode of CatDog to do so. Even though the TV version was 4:3, and it's entirely shaded. And just like the previous ones, yep, this ball is wicked. I guess that's why Winslow likes playing with it.
I love Fitch. I really love Fitch.
If you want to find the Fitch short yourself, yeah, I'm very sorry, but you're not gonna get it on DVD or Blu-ray as it's replaced by this. If you don't know what this short comes before it, you probably remember the Rugrats movie from 1998. Yep, that short came right before that. But it was replaced with this for the home video releases. Imagine if there was a real home video version of the Rugrats movie that actually features that Fetch short as an extra, instead of whatever home videos this is. But that's just my goddamn speculation. And that's it for this one, because the ball from Fetch has been examined. This is the Gopher, aka Dog's worst enemy, who is voiced by Billy West. And if you look at the original, he looks a lot like Eugene Levy. In this version, he still looks like Eugene Levy, and his voice is somehow British in tone. And I couldn't find any clips of it, I only have images. Now I don't want to fuzz up the picture or show any of the text, but I do know that he had a greenish blue tank top on, blue shorts, and red shoes with white whatever, and glasses with orange lens. The version you're seeing here is the exact same thing. What people do know is that he lives on the ground. What I know is that he steals dogs' bones. Now you do know why he's actually wicked. Yep, a wicked bone-stealing gopher. Bad luck. It's a good thing he got carried away for some reason, because he looks a lot like Eugene Levy. But that's all it for this one, because Eugene Levy looked like Gopher. He's been examined. You're currently looking at Tallulah Headbank, who is voiced by Maria Bamford, who voiced Shriek. And, well, yeah, just listen to her.
And this must be the fish you wrote about in your letter. And this must be your skittish little deckhand.
Yeah, she does sound really off. And yes, this is the one that Cat has a crush on.
Tallulah, I'm so sorry, I didn't... Tallulah, I must have her. Luck would have nothing to do with what I was about to face next.
Oh, more pirates?
No! I was about to face something even more terrifying than fanny pirates.
I'm not gonna fuzz out the image. I'm not gonna show any text. I know what she is like. She's a creamy flesh-colored cat with a reddish pink nose and has a pink dress. Basically, this version, not the one with shades.
I must have her.
The version you're seeing here is basically based on this version. Again, not the one with shades.
I must have her.
Yeah, you can tell by the repeated clip, Cat really likes her. Wickedly bad. Not to mention the fact that he's very chatty towards her.
Was many moons ago during my years as a professional fisherman. The tiny fishing village of Cape Marina del Coveberg was being terrorized by a great fish. You're getting a little ahead of the story. Skippy tends to get a little overexcited.
Oh, I understand, Captain.
The pirates, dog. Certainly, well, these weren't just any pirates. They were...
vicious, pin-headed, fanny pirates!
Yeah, you can tell that he's trying to think that it's Julie Haggerty who was in the airplane films.
35,000 feet. No, wait, 34,000 feet. No, it's dropping. It's dropping fast. Why is it doing that?
But let's just forget that the first airplane film existed and let's just move the fuck on. I still hate this film and Leslie Nielsen should die.
I must have her.
But let's be clear. Cat literally having a date with Tallulah? It's like Liam Neeson having a date with Pamela Anderson Lee in the best Naked Gun film ever.
The new version.
Contrary beyond belief, Tallulah will look very, very good. I mean, come on. Cat will die on that hill.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
And somehow, someway, Tallulah will be able to join Cat for an unexpected date.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Again, Cat will die on this exact same hill.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
But that's just my own goddamn speculation. If Cat wanted Tallulah, he wanted it hard and badly.
I must have her.
Yeah, forget that Naked Gun 33 and the Third and Nicole Smith bullcrap. If Calvin and the Colonel wanted it, then Cat will do it. Naked Gun 4 and a quarter Law of Toughness style.
The new version.
And just bring a tornado in as an extra.
Oh yes, this is my cowardly but loyal first mate, Skippy.
And that is all it for this one because Tallulah Headbank has been examined. Hopefully. For now. What the fuck? And that is it for my examinations of the CatDog characters for the time being. Now I know what you're thinking. Where the hell are their parents? Aren't you supposed to be making them? Or what about the vortex that picked them up when they were kids? Because that's why they got to Nierberg through that vortex. And lost their spirits up till that point. Or the rocks that caused the start of that vortex? Fun fact, the frog Flubber was voiced by the same guy from Sling Blade.
Hang on, baby cakes.
Terrific. Break out the tissues. This is gonna be a wet one.
And the Sasquatch mother was played by Jane What's-Her-Face, I can't pronounce her last name.
We found you when you were just a little baby cat dog, right out on that ledge.
At least they're not sexual like Fritz the cat.
Son of a bitch.
But don't worry, I will make their parents. Fucking eventually. But as of now, this is all that you're seeing. And that is it for the whole thing because all of the CatDog characters you see here for the time being have been examined. If you want to send some stuff to me so I can check out what you have sent, please send it to this exact address. However, you may only send some stuff that I am interested in. No airplane, okay? Because if you send something like this, I will make sure that I will tell you that I do not like this film at all. Unless if you would send me that Zucker Abraham Zucker 3 film collection set that I'm gonna get for Top Secret, well, you can probably tell that I'm not gonna get it for Airplane, I'm not gonna get it for Naked Gun, I'm only getting it just for Top Secret. However, I do think that you should send the set as a whole because, let's face it, it's a big deal. So make sure you send stuff like this, or this, or this, or this. And yes, even Airplane 2 the sequel. Oh, and get this, a special collector's edition of Twister, complete with a steelbook that features not only the secondary poster artwork, but the image of the pipe scene on the back. Heck yeah, I'm getting this. Well, actually, we do have the double feature set, which consists of Twister and Twister, so we're pretty dang close. And also Airplane 2 the sequel, which had this cover. Just look at those nuts! I can't keep up with them all! And even the one in the original theatrical poster! Like, look at it! And just look at this poster for the worst film of all time! I mean, come on, do they really need to tie that plane up into another? I mean, that part never actually happened in the film! I mean, they clearly just used a toy model plane! Like, come on, really? And yes, this is what the plane actually looks like in the film. And here's another image of that same goddamn plane model, also from the film. God damn it, I hate this film. And its different titles, like this one known as Flying High, but I will refer to the film with this title. And the same exact thing happened with Airplane 2 the sequel. And we found the reason why. Universal. And the Concorde Airport 79. Universal didn't even want the title of Airplane being used in all parts of the globe, so the title had to be changed. And as for the Concorde Airport 79, however, not only did they have to avoid competing against Airplane or Flying High in some parts of the globe, but they also changed the marketing campaign from "At twice the speed of sound can the Concorde evade attack" to "See it for the drama, see it for the laughs." Why? Because Airplane exists. I just hated it so much. So make sure you send in to this address, and I hope to God I will look at them. And in the words of the good old immortal named Connor McLeod,
there can be only one.
If you came to party, make some noise. If you came to party, make some noise.
Airplane just opened the door to Hollywood for us for as long as we wanted it. I mean, it really worked pretty well, and we understood that kind of humor, so we could do that.
You're gonna love this end screen we made by ourselves, 60 frames per second and all. Scariest plane of all time? Make sure you look at the logo for some reason, cause it's getting wicked. What the?